From Elvis to the Beatles, Madonna to Michael Jackson, now you can own a piece of history. Julien's Auction House is putting items of those musical icons and many others on the auction block.
My name is Julien. I'm President and CEO of Julien's Auctions, and we're the auction house to the stars. We specialize in high-profile auctions. We've really developed a niche in our industry for being known as the world's leader in entertainment and celebrity auctions.
Dara, good morning.
Good morning.
68 artists, I believe, are represented in this auction.
Yes, and it comes from either the celebrities themselves or the estates.
Everybody around the world is fascinated with Western pop culture. Julien's Auctions is, we preserve pop culture history.
Martin Nolan, Executive Director of Julien's Auctions.
Dave Martin, how are you, dear boy? God bless you.
How are you?
Well, deal.
We did it.
I did it. I love it. Yes.
I'm Martin Nolan, Executive Director of Julien's Auctions. We are the auction house to the stars.
We do $2 million.
Yes, we got $2 million.
I'm the CFO of the company, but I wear many hats.
I'm a movie buff, and I came to see everything that's here.
I mean, no matter where you go in the world, people are fascinated or infatuated or fanatical about celebrities.
The fans come from all over the world, and it's a way for them to connect.
We're already at $600, about 7. 90,000, 95, 100.
What I love about entertainment memorabilia is if people want to get close, and they can't get close to their favorite stars unless they come to auction.
We're selling items for some of the biggest names in the world. We have to do it first class.
We have some extraordinary items here from Elizabeth Taylor's collection.
Correct.
These are all going up for auction at the end of the year.
Yeah, December 6th, 7th and 8th, Julien's Auctions in Beverly Hills, 1,200 items. So this is just a sampling of the items from Elizabeth Taylor.
Let's chat through them. This dress, this caftan is just phenomenal.
So Elizabeth Taylor, she loved caftans, and we've sold, you know, there'll be many caftans in the auction. This actually is from the movie Secret Ceremony, Universal 1968, a British movie, sort of an eerie movie with Robert Mitchum and Mia Farrow. Tour Paris, made for Elizabeth Taylor. This is chinchilla, so soft, it's amazing. Elizabeth began a love affair with caftans, I think, in that movie, and throughout her personal life, she just loved to wear caftans, and that'll be reflected in the auction.
Every girl needs a chinchilla caftan, don't they? Really? Particularly in the Australian heat.
These are custom-made stallion boot and belt company, and you see E here for
Complete
Elizabeth
with
Taylor.
An E, yes.
Absolutely, you have to have that. Custom-made, but we think they're a size 8 with beautiful boots, and we estimate those $400. Again, conservative.
And we think she's about a size 8.
Yeah.
This November, Julien's Auction House will sell off her most iconic costumes. Some of the proceeds going towards her center, including a dress from the physical tour.
Let's get physical.
Julien's Auctions, we're truly honoured and personally excited to work with Olivia Newton-John.
I think as a child, if you had told me that I was going to sell 100 million albums in my lifetime, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
Olivia is raising money for her Cancer Research and Wellness Centre in Melbourne, Australia. This is a biker jacket. The movie was set in 1978, but from 1958, that's when the era was for the actual movie.
When I met Darren Julien, and he suggested doing an auction because he'd done wonderful auctions for Barbara Streisand and Cher and Bette Midler, and recently Burt Reynolds, I thought, well, why not?
Bette Midler has conquered music, Broadway, television, and movies over her 40-year career, and now she is auctioning off some of her most famous looks.
When I saw the catalog, which is one of the most beautiful things ever, I burst into tears.
I think it's a gorgeous auction. You know, they should keep the catalog. That'll be a keeper.
Cher gave me these shoes in the early 70s when these kinds of platform shoes were all the rage.
You have 200 items from the collection of Cher.
Look at these gowns, they're absolutely incredible.
Yeah, these are Bob Mackie gowns, and we have approximately 150 from the Sonny and Cher show. These are obviously from the late 60s, early 70s.
Those are in style now, almost.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
At 78 years old, Jane Fonda is, in short, an icon. And now, you can own a piece of the Hollywood legend. Julien's Auctions gives People's List an exclusive look inside property from the collection of Jane Fonda.
This is a great, diverse collection representing Jane Fonda's life and career.
We take the items and we kind of create like a moving museum.
It's about archiving and cataloging. It can take us months or even a year or two to research and get the answer on something, but unless we know its history, we can't sell it.
On any given morning in this warehouse in West LA.
is this? It's heavy.
Yeah. Cardboard boxes can bring untold riches. For security reasons, we can't tell you where this warehouse is, but it belongs to Julien's auction.
This is like a treasure hunt.
Yeah, we often get calls like this where we go all over, the world looking at collections.
Well, my brother worked for Marilyn. She came to my apartment so many times, and nobody knew who she was.
Oh my goodness. These are all original snapshots.
These are all originals. And I've had it all these years. And I have friends who knew that I had it and kept telling me, please, why don't you sell it?
And now, making history, selling one of the most significant dresses in the world.
The Holy Grail is that dress she wore when she sang Happy Birthday to President Kennedy, May 1962.
I've got $2 million to start.
We opened at 1.4 million, immediately went to 2 million.
3 million, I got 3 million.
Then a bidder in the room went to 3 million, which was really amazing that we were jumping in $1 million bids.
$4 million we have bid at Julien's. It brought 4.81 million.
We're the auction house to smashing world record.
I'm so thrilled with this, but I just want to say first that just to put it in perspective, Julien's auctions, you were the ones who sold that Happy Birthday, Mr. President, Marilyn Monroe's gold dress.
Yeah, 4.81 million. Which is incredible, and it was bought by Ripley's, believe it or not, Maura.
Wow, believe it or not. Anyway, let's start with this amazing outfit. This was worn by Elizabeth Taylor in her last movie.
Yeah, 2001, These Old Broads. It was a TV movie, her last movie, and just a fantastic outfit. It really speaks to Elizabeth Taylor. She loved lavender. This was her favorite color of all time because of her violet eyes. She was a beautiful, stunning lady, fantastic actress, and she starred in this movie, of course, with Shirley MacLaine, with Joan Collins, who I know, who we've worked with, and also with Debbie Reynolds, who I met many, many times. So this is a really iconic piece. And sadly was the last movie Elizabeth Taylor performed in, but really fun one as well.
Memorabilia represents a memory.
We don't just create an auction, we create an event around it.
An event woven with the threads of America's pop culture history. The more glamorous, the better.
Well, tonight's our VIP reception. We throw one for every one of our key auctions that we put together. We typically do this a couple nights before the auction.
And we're giving people an opportunity to see up close the amazing collections that we have. It's an evening sale. We're selling 47 works of street art, and of course we have a crowded room, so it's going to be a fantastic auction. We invite our VIP clients. It's a chance for them to come and see this amazing collection together.
It's full of excitement, it's fun.
So the party is really a chance for the people who own these items, who are selling them, and also to invite potential buyers. They can come and have a intimate time with the items.
Half the fun is not having it, but collecting it.
This is all stuff that comes from my personal collection.
We're at the Slash exhibition preview party, and we're turning Slash into cash.
A lot of this stuff has a lot of history.
We're selling the collection of Larry Hagman.
This is a VIP preview party. If you're a Dallas fan, a Larry Hagman fan, there's something here for everybody. Linda and Larry, JR and Sue Ellen, arrived on horses. They came from the Beverly Hilton. We literally shut down Wilshire, and it was a police escort.
And it grabbed headlines all over the world.
So no matter where you are, you can own a piece of Larry Hagman.
Okay.
At Julien's Auctions, we are truly delighted to team up with Pele to present the collection of Pele.
É evidente que você tem que ter confiança, você tem que ter informações, não é, de quem passa a ser o seu parceiro.
It's just fantastic. What a story this entire auction tells, and it doesn't get any bigger than Pele.
E a Julien's, eu tenho certeza que é de confiança, que eu posso confiar, por isso é que eu decidi botar na mão deles todos os meus troféus, porque eu confio neles.
So Julien's Auctions, the auction house to the stars, we're taking Pele's auction to London this year. Every home has a pair of dirty sneakers, and these are Bruce Lee's from Game of Death.
I got to clear back now, 20. 17 power to 20,000, 17 power to 20.
Yes!
is the largest ever auction devoted to the pop star. And our fashion insider Lloyd Boston scored the very first invite. We're going inside Madonna's very private material world.
So if they don't get to meet Madonna, the next best thing is to own something really cool from her career, like Desperately Seeking Susan jacket.
We are back with a bus fit for a king, and who else? The king of rock and roll, of course. I'm actually standing in one of Elvis's tour buses. How did this get on the auction block? This is crazy.
In fact, Elvis actually drove it as well. He drove it out from Graceland and into a cornfield and back around again and back home to Graceland. I can't imagine there's any other bus, any other tour bus certainly, that was driven by Elvis Presley.
Rare items once owned by Michael Jackson are part of the auction as well. Is it rare for iconic items like these to turn up?
Very much so. I mean, it's becoming harder and harder to find, especially Michael Jackson.
And what makes this glove so special is that he wore it on the Motown 25 special in 1983. This was the most historic performance of his career. It's where he debuted the moonwalk to the world.
How high were you willing to go today?
Well, that's a secret.
The glove sold for $420,000, including buyer's premium.
This may be the only chance you'll ever get in the history of music memorabilia to buy this Thriller jacket. Sold for $1,800,000 with buyer's premium at Julien's auction house, the best in the world.
I'm still in shock. I mean, we just sold a jacket for $1.8 million. It hasn't really sunk in, and I have a feeling it's going to be a few days before it does.
This cross, it's Mexican silver, and see the beautiful stonework here. Again, it's costume, $600 estimated this. And this parure, or demi-parure, it's two pieces, a choker and a matching brooch. And again, this is probably likely 1940s, and we estimate that $800. This auction is a lifestyle auction, which, you know, talks to Elizabeth Taylor as the person, the mom, the grandmother, the widow, the wife. And this is from Dolce & Gabbana. Again, just a very simple, nice little piece.
For a celebrity, they don't want, you know, the money's important to them, but what's more important to them is to preserve their career and their legacy.
Hey everyone, I'm Rod Roddenberry. I'm here at Planet Hollywood for Julien's Auctions. This is really the stuff that's behind Star Trek, you know, behind the creator.
That's what we do. We preserve the legacy and career of a celebrity.
Beatles memorabilia, I mean, it's huge because we're kind of getting the 50th anniversary.
Absolutely. It's a 3-day extravaganza for the collection of Ringo Starr and Barbara Bach.
This is the first time that a Beatles done an auction.
Because Ringo Starr is the drummer for the Beatles, so people expect that there would be drum kits in the auction block. In fact, we have 7 drum kits in the auction block, including his first Ludwig drum kit.
Look at the size of it. I mean, I wanted it small because I wanted to make me look big.
Used in over 200 performances and also used to record really important iconic songs such as I Want to Hold Your Hand, She Loves You, Can't Buy Me Love, Money, and many, many more.
This is on lots of records.
We're excited to get started. There's bidders interested in these items around the world, and we can't wait.
We're the auction house if you want it done first class, want it done right.
Ringo gave us the White Album back in September in his penthouse in Chelsea in London. He said, I'm giving this up. This is something near and very dear to me, but I've had it in a bank vault for 35 years. It's time for me to let it go.
Ringo Starr's UK first mono pressing White Album, #1. Phone bidder at $500,000
for any album ever sold.
For any album ever sold, and selling then at $650,000. Sold. Another record here at Julien's auction.
The record price ever before today was $300,000. We shattered that record with a sale of over $790,000 for the #1 White Album owned by Ringo Starr.
We're going to do this every year for the next 10 years.
We have Kurt Cobain's most valuable guitar.
It's a 1959 D18E guitar, played during his performance on MTV Unplugged, November 1993.
One of the greatest pieces of music history in the world.
And the bidding went in millions.
$4 million is bid.
Then $4.25 million.
We have $4.4 $5 million, yes!
And then the bidder in the room went to $5 million.
Sold right here in the gallery, $5 million.
A new world record.
A new world record set right here today.
It was so exciting. So when you add in the auction house fees, you have 6,010,000. Incredible result. Julien's Auctions, we're the auction house to the stars, and now we're the auction house to smashing world records.
I mean, it's part of what we do. It's an event, and you make it an experience. We really want it to be something where people enjoy the experience of working with us so that they'll come back.